Hello everybody again, this is Rob Bussum, just showcasing some new comics that I got in today. Made some videos in the past and decided it was time to make some more again with these most recent editions. Today we'll be showcasing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These comics had a big impact in the 80s, and these are some of the rarest comics to find in the Copper Age. Currently what you're looking at right here is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 4 first print. It's a CGC 9.6. Let's zoom in here. Artwork done by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. They did the story and the cover. White pages. As you can see, it's a first print with the wraparound cover. I was always a big fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but these comics here, for years I never really liked the cover. They look pretty primitive to me, just in comparison with the comic book covers of today and comic book covers of the Silver Age, which most of my collection is from. These comics here, I decided to pick them up just because there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first one, there were only 3,000 made, and it's the rarest comic of the Copper Age, and also the most expensive. Let's move on here to number 3. First print. So zoom out here. This one here is a 9.4. It's also a first print from '85. Off-white to white pages. Let's see, I haven't taken a look at the back yet. I'm not sure if there is any artwork back here. And there is. And these CGC cases are pretty old. They're the thick ones that first came out. As you can see, I'm trying to get a date here of when this case was. Having this camera here is not really the highest quality camera, but as you can see, that this comic here is one of the first cases that CGC was using back in 1999. Let's move on to number 2. This one here is a first print 9.6. Cream to off-white pages. The first appearance of the Mousers. Let's take a look at the back side of the comic. Not much going on back here. And I guess one of the reasons why these comics are so rare in first print is because when they came out back in '84 and '85, there was no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys. There were no movies to really push the comic, and also on top of that, the cartoon didn't come out until, I believe, back in '87 with some pilot episodes, and the first official cartoon wasn't released, I believe, until early '88 or sometime in 1988. So for when these comics came out, they were very unknown. Most collectors collected Marvel and DC. These comics are made through Mirage Studios, which were, not really heard of at the time. And also at the time, since these covers here pretty much looked like posters, a lot of these comics, kids back in the days pretty much pulled the covers off. But here is the first one and most prized Ninja Turtle comic on the market. This one here is a first print 6.0, and I know a lot of people are going to want me to zoom in just to prove it's a first print. If it was not a first print, it would say somewhere up here, either second print or third print, 1984, origin and first appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one here is a 6.0. Value on this comic varies drastically. A 6.0 in the last year or so have sold for about anywhere from $700 to $750 for this one comic. I believe back in '05, one sold for $1,300. So that the prices are pretty sporadic on this specific issue, and Overstreet Price Guide doesn't really put a specific value on it. You really have to pretty much follow GPA analysis. But this is the first print released. There were only 3,000 made, which make this comic here very rare and very sought after. I don't believe there's anything much going on the back side of it. And that's pretty much it for today. Haven't really been doing much collecting lately, but these are my most recent acquisitions and decided to put them up for everyone here to enjoy.